that saves a wretch like me. I once was honest.
I know you're wondering about what you saw in our capital city this weekend. As my friend Erwin Kotler said on Saturday, freedom of expression, assembly, and association are cornerstones of democracy, but Nazi symbolism, racist imagery, and desecration of war memorials are not. It is an insult to memory and truth. Hate can never be the answer. Over the past few days, Canadians were shocked and frankly disgusted by the behavior displayed by some people protesting in our nation's capital.
Maybe people aren't carrying Nazi flags because they're actually Nazis. Maybe people are saying that this is a fascist dictatorship.
Sorry, I should have asked. You don't mind being on the interwebs?
Yeah, let's do it.
Are you part of the protest?
Yeah, I am.
And where are you from?
I'm from north of Toronto.
All right.
I came here yesterday. I actually came to sing a song on stage and of course to support the movement and honestly to be around other people. That's the main reason. I just want to be in a community and I want to be together and I want to see people's faces.
It's very nice.
It's the medicine, man.
I've hugged more people today than I've hugged in...
The Conservative Party of Canada has spent the last 2 weeks endorsing and enabling these blockades across the country. The leader of the Conservative Party and her team have been their biggest champions, even promoting their fundraising. The consequences of these actions are having dire impacts. They're impacting trade, they're hurting jobs, they're threatening our economy, and they're obstructing our communities.
Is he suggesting that unless 100% of Canadians are vaccinated, he's not even going to consider opening up and lifting restrictions? Yeah. Is that what he's trying to tell us? 90% is good for us, and I would say other countries in the world who have less vaccine uptake. Is he saying he's not going to do anything until 100% of Canadians are vaccinated? Really?
I'm ashamed of most of us, man. I'm ashamed of the things I've done to get here. Like, I had to borrow money to get here, man. The things are not good for all of us. And we need to see that the enemy of my enemy is my friend. And everyone should be friends right now because they're the enemy. They're the ones manipulating both sides. They're the ones playing both stories. They're the ones taking orders from the bank. This is not the time. This is the time to unite. This is the time to get everyone together and say enough is enough. We're tired of suffering.
My son Jake, he was 34 years old. He died January 1st, New Year's Day of 21. His little girl turned a year old Christmas Eve. He died home of a fentanyl overdose. His cocaine was poisoned with fentanyl. He had been in recovery. He had been working. He had been having a really good year, for one of the best years he'd had in a long time. And then these shutdowns came along and no more work, no more gyms, no more AA meetings. And on top of all of that, the medicine he was using was made illegal. Ibogaine, something that cures addiction in the middle of a pandemic. The Liberal government made it illegal and he died. 7 months later, I lost my older son, 36 years old, the same thing, a fentanyl overdose. His job was gone, couldn't leave the house. Like, this is what Trudeau has done. This is what these lockdowns have done. So, you know, I gave up my 2 sons and I have people who want me to wear a mask. Well, when you want to give up 2 sons, I'll put on a mask for you. Until then, I'm not wearing a mask or injecting myself with anything. I'm going to do me from here on in. I want the government the hell out of my life. They murdered my children. And all of you that supported these lockdowns, you have blood on your hands. Blood.